Mechanic helps disabled girl walk. Billionaire mom breaks down in tears. The clatter of wrenches and the smell of motor oil filled Tony's small garage, tucked between a row of aging shops on Main Street. At 32, Tony wasn't rich, far from it, but he had something more valuable than money, a heart that refused to turn away anyone in need. That morning, as he tightened the brakes on an old pickup truck, he heard soft sobs outside. Curiosity piqued. He wiped his hands and stepped out. On the curb sat a young girl, no more than 10, her legs trembling under a pair of worn braces. Her eyes, bright yet wary, met his. "Hi there," Tony said gently. "Are you okay?" The girl shook her head. I can't walk properly," she whispered. Tony felt a tug in his chest. He'd seen people give up, turn away, but not him. "Maybe I can help," he said simply. Her name was Lily. Her mother, it turned out, was wealthy beyond imagination, someone Tony had only seen in glossy magazines. But the girl's situation was heartbreaking. Despite all the money in the world, Lily had never truly learned to walk without aid. Her mother, a busy businesswoman, was always absent, too caught up in board meetings and jet flights to notice the little victories Lily longed for. Tony spent the next few weeks teaching Lily exercises, building makeshift supports, and encouraging her with every tiny step. Every wobble, every stumble was met with his unwavering smile. He didn't care about her wealth or status. He cared about her courage and spirit. One afternoon, after a particularly challenging session, Lily took a step, then another, and then, slowly, confidently, she walked across the garage floor without support. Tony's heart soared. He cheered, tears pricking his eyes, but nothing could prepare him for what happened next. Lily's mother arrived unexpectedly that day, rushing in with her usual businesslike urgency. She stopped mid-step when she saw her daughter taking confident strides toward Tony, laughter spilling from her lips. The sight of her child walking, truly walking, broke something inside her. She sank to her knees, tears streaming freely. I never realized," she whispered, her voice choked. "I never realized what she was capable of, or what I've been missing." Tony stepped back, giving them a moment, his heart swelling with quiet pride. He hadn't done it for recognition, for money, or for fame. He'd done it because he believed in the power of kindness. From that day forward, Lily walked taller, laughed louder, and lived freer than ever before. Her mother, inspired and humbled, began prioritizing presence over prestige. And Tony, he continued in his small garage, fixing cars and mending hearts, quietly shaping miracles one day at a time. The world outside might chase wealth and power, but Tony's story proved that compassion, patience, and a helping hand could change lives in ways money never could. After that day, Lily's life transformed. She walked to school without hesitation, joined playground games she had only watched before, and even started helping younger kids with similar challenges. Tony visited often, offering encouragement and small tips, never asking for anything in return. Her mother, Mrs. Davenport, began to change too. She sold off one of her multiple mansions and started funding community programs for disabled children, determined to give other kids the opportunities she had overlooked for Lily. She still ran her business empire, but now she made time for lunch dates, story nights, and weekend walks with her daughter, moments that had previously seemed impossible in her busy life. One rainy afternoon, Tony received an invitation to a small charity event. Hesitant but curious, he attended thinking he'd simply support the kids from the background. To his surprise, he was called to the stage. Lily, now smiling brighter than ever, held a handmade plaque. "Tony taught me to walk," she said, her voice steady and confident. "But he also taught me to believe in myself. He's my hero." The audience erupted in applause, and Mrs. Davenport rushed forward, wrapping Tony in a grateful hug. "I don't know how to thank you," she whispered. "You didn't just help my daughter walk, you helped me see what truly matters." Tony shook his head, smiling warmly. "No thanks needed. Just keep walking with her. That's enough." As he stepped down from the stage, Tony realized something important. Impact isn't measured by money or fame. It's measured by the lives we touch, the hope we give, and the love we share. And sometimes, the smallest gestures, like tightening a brace, lending a hand, or believing in someone, can create ripples stronger than wealth, louder than applause, and more lasting than any trophy. From that day forward, the garage became more than a place for fixing cars. It became a haven for children who needed support, encouragement, and a belief in their own potential. Tony, the humble mechanic, had sparked a change that went far beyond his expectations. And Lily, she never forgot the man who saw her not as a child, limited by circumstance, but as a girl capable of walking into a future full of hope, laughter, and endless possibilities.